And we are live. We're live in the booth. Hello everyone, my name's Cheryl Shaft, and I'm joined today in the beautiful Miami sun by Frosty. Hey Frosty.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty well.
Good. Are you excited for today?
Yep. Can't wait to see how these guys are gonna take the first sector. Pretty tricky.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a lesson in how to drive this track. I'm going to watch them on board and just be thinking, oh okay, that's how I'm supposed to do that corner.
For me, I feel like I already have a well. Uh, um, oh, Carlos Sainz just went around. I just saw that happen.
He's just spun, did he?
Yep. Coming into that little chicane. But for me, I feel like I already got to grips with this track. I feel like I know where to brake, where to go
Hmm.
in.
So would you say you're feeling relatively confident?
Yeah, but I don't know if I have the pace to keep up.
Well, this is the thing with a brand new track like this. I mean, people have been practicing, but for most people, this is the first league race they've done around here. So I feel like it's a bit of a mystery in terms of how quick everyone is. Some people will be saying, they feel really good, but you don't know what that means in reality. I think it's going to be it, yeah. I think a few of the tiers today are going to have quite a few surprises. I can definitely see some people that aren't usually up there for the potential win being up there.
Yeah, especially since with these new cars, and again, like you said, new track, really good possibility for someone who's never up there fighting to be fighting up there in the front.
Hmm, definitely. And it's interesting watching. We're on board with Carlos at the moment, and he definitely doesn't look comfortable. Definitely
No, he does
looks
not.
very rough around the edges here. As you saw earlier, he's already spun a couple of times on his outlap. He hit the wall during his lap. He's lost the rear end a number of times. Or again, almost losing the rear end coming through. Final corner, and he does
Oh,
spin. Oh, he loses front wing and still qualifies ahead of two people.
oh shoot! Wow.
I mean, that's impressive in itself, I think.
Yep. At least he didn't crash out, so he still has another chance.
Hmm, he does. Let's see, who should we drop on board with? Who's on the lap?
I
Diglett.
say Diglett, yeah.
Yeah, Diglett's currently on the lap in the Red Bull.
He took
He,
that chicane pretty well.
he did, looks very smooth. He's currently 10 a bit tenths up. He's going to need more than that if he's going to be challenging near the top at all. He's going to need a good, 11, 12
Oh,
seconds improvement. Ooh,
dang.
very wide there.
Carlos Sainz spun again on his in lap.
Oh, spun again. Diglett's lap there, keeping him in 7th, but definitely much more competitive lap time. Yeah, Carlos is not having a good time today. Let's see who else you got. You got Turtle Hopper on a lap. The only Ferrari racing today. What do you think? Are you enjoying this track? Are you someone who's coming into it going, actually, I'm looking forward to this race?
Yeah, I really like this track. To be honest, at first I didn't think it would be as fun, but the first sector, that little quick turns. It's kind of fun for me.
It's an interesting one. Speaking of someone who just doesn't enjoy it at all, I'm interested to see how it races, especially in that second sector where it's very, very tight. As we see Turtle Hopper move up to P2.
Aiden Jones is next to come to the line. Let's see where he goes.
Aiden Jones coming around the last couple of corners in the Haas, crosses the line, goes through to 6th. Not a bad lap. So we've got, who else have we got? Looks like Adri is currently, he's just purpled the second sector. He's coming into the third sector here. If he's able to finish it off well, could be seeing a potential new preliminary pole sitter. Adri, who this week has been saying that he hasn't practiced as much as normal, and that doesn't seem to have stopped him in one bit. He goes provisionally first. As we've got Tambar, who's also just purpled the second sector. Again, the only Aston Martin racing today.
No, Lightning's here.
Oh, Lightning is here. You are correct. He is not the only Aston Martin. Let's see. This is his first lap on the boards. He goes into 8th place.
Oof.
Yeah, not what he would have been hoping.
So Adrian should be the next on the flyer, or
I
Jared?
don't think Aiden is on a flyer. He's a few seconds down. He might be having another prep lap. Jer is on the flying though. He is currently 800ths up. He will need a bit more than that if he's going to get pole of Adri. Let's see as he comes round into the final 2 corners. He does improve. Yes, but he's 5 thousandths of a second behind.
I feel like this race is actually going to be a really close battle for first. Then
It seems like it. It seems like the usual lot are up at the top.
in map.
Let's see. So yeah, who we got on a lap? Is the Mercedes on a lap?
Diglett's on his out lap right now.
Diglett's on his out lap. Yeah, Jer's not on the lap.
Carlos is invalidated.
Yeah, Victory Adrian, is he on a lap?
I think he's doing an in lap right now. Yeah, his battery's
He's doing
almost
it.
ready.
Yeah, you are correct. Lightning is Lightning on a lap? Might be. No. Oh yeah, he might be.
Oh, I guess he is.
Crosses the line. Oh!
Provisional pole.
What a lap! A sensational lap. He goes pole by a few hundredths of a second. A few tenths of a second, sorry, I should say. I mean, this is the man who absolutely stormed to victory last week. He was about 15 seconds ahead, I think, of P2. So definitely someone that's one to watch. We'll jump on board though with Diglett. I'm going to remove all the outlay, Frosty, if you want to run us through Diglett's lap.
He's taking the first sector really well. Taking really close to the walls. Oh, he just bended into the turn near turn 7.
He did.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I think there's going to be some damage there. Yeah, he's lost his front wing,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I don't think he will have time to go back into the pits, get a new front wing, do another lap.
Yeah, he definitely won't. And it looks like we've got so Kachow, Aiden, and who's that behind? Fikri Adrian have come out of the pits to start their outlap. We're assuming Lightning's going to jump back into the pits, and that'll be him done. I don't think he'll have time to go around again. The McLaren of Carlos Hines is out. And we've got the Ferrari of Turtle Hopper making his way out. Yeah, so these guys coming through. So we'll stay on board with Kachow. He'll be the first one to come through. Considering you didn't get to finish the full lap, Frosty, as Kachow comes through the final corner, what I'll do is I'll clear the overlay and I'll give you a second go, and hopefully Kachow won't bin it going through the second sector. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh, he almost locked up going into the final corner.
He did?
Yeah,
Here
I
we
heard,
go.
here he goes. Coming up to the first corner. He's locking up already. Eesh, not a good start for his lap. Coming up to the quick bit of the track. See how he does here. Doesn't lock up. Oh, but he runs a little bit wide. Oh, he's locking up into the corner. Let's see how he takes this corner. It's gonna be smooth. It was alright. Could have done a little bit better. Let's see how he will do into this corner because he was locking up. Oh, locking up again. I don't think he's improving for this lap. Stays P5.
Stays P5. Who have we got coming
That
through
was it.
next? It wasn't his
Aiden.
best lap. Aiden's coming through next. I don't think he's going to be improving either. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Next will
Oh,
be...
Carlos just crashed into the final corner.
He has. Carlos not having a good qualifying. Fikri Adrian doesn't improve. Carlos obviously is not going to be improving. Adri, though, is currently
He
two and a
is
half
improving.
tenths up. Can he finish it off in style? Oh, a bit squirrely through the last couple of corners. Should improve. And it's not enough
Falling
for
for
pole.
P2.
He lost a couple of tenths there. Jer is improving, though. He is a couple of tenths up. Can he keep it together and bring it onto pole for the Mercedes team? Coming around the final corner, Jer
Does not
doesn't.
improve.
I think he invalidated.
Oh yeah,
Because
he invalidated on the last lap.
he
On the
must,
last
yeah.
corner.
Because he was definitely improving. Wow.
That
That's
that must
crazy.
be
That's got to hurt. So Adri
yeah.
was on course for pole and loses it with 2 corners to go, just enough to lose a couple of tenths and leave him in second. And Jer was probably also on for pole position, and I don't know. It must have been the last corner because it wasn't showing as red till he crossed the line.
I
So
think it might have been where right at the finish line where he takes a little quick right. He might have gotten a little too on the line.
wow. That will be interesting to see how much that has an impact.
Well, here we go. Lightning on pole. H3 second, Chair third, Turtle Hopper fourth, Chow fifth, Aiden sixth, Carlos seventh, Tambar eighth, Diglett ninth, and Adrian 10th.
There we go. That is your grid today. Lightning clearly does strike twice. Crofty will be proud of that one. Well, it's prediction time, Frosty. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who is your podium prediction today?
I would say definitely Lightning if he could keep up with that pace. Because we do know he has a fast car. So I would say Lightning, Adri, and probably Jer. I think the top three will stay the same.
Yeah, you'd have to be a risky man to challenge that. I think those three definitely look like they've got the pace. Definitely a step above the rest of the field. So I really want to say something different to make it interesting, but yeah, realistically, it's those three, assuming they don't make a mistake in some particular order. But yeah, all three of them look quick, so any one of them can definitely win today.
Hmm. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to jinx it for anyone, because I don't wish a horrible race for anyone. So I'm gonna keep that to myself.
You have to say it now, surely.
I was just gonna say, who do you predict? What do you predict to happen on lap one? Like, for someone to spin out?
I mean,
It's a hard one.
I, I mean, yes, someone surely is going to spin on the first lap at some point. I feel like they are destined to. I have a feeling we won't see any. I'm going to make a bold prediction now. There's not going to be any contact on the first lap, but someone will spin just through their own driving.
Well, now that we have that the formation lap is working, it should be that no one has contact on the first lap, since their tires wouldn't be nice and warm. Wow, Lightning went for hards.
Yeah, let's have a look at the tires. So we've got. Wow, yes, we've got Lightning on the hards, and we've got Victory Adrian on the hards, and everyone else is starting on the mediums, which is interesting. I mean, one of the reasons why I like commentating Premier races is because I get to see what pit strategy these guys go for, and then I just copy them. You know, this is my research. Watching the Premier race.
Well, for me, when I did a couple of races here in Grand Prix mode, it felt like the mediums were the best tires to start on.
Also good to know. Thank you very much for that little tip, Frosty. As you see here, the predictive pit stop strategy is a medium hard, which feels like most tracks on the calendar in this game are going to be medium hards today. as the drivers are lining up on the grid. We'll stay in third-person view on Jer. Keep an eye on these front three. As Kachow's been disqualified. What on earth has happened there? And Diglett and Vickery Adrian. Oh, no, they haven't. It's the lobby. Love this game. Here we go. 5 red lights are out, and away we go here in Miami. Premier Tier, Round 5, Performance Racing League. Looks a pretty clean start. Oh, there's an Aston Martin getting a bit tetchy at the back, and a Haas almost losing it, but everyone's kept it on track so far.
You're going nearly 4 wide. Oh, that was bad.
Lots of stuff going on. It is 4 wide all over the place. Oh, and the Aston's round.
He takes out Diglett with him. Oh no. What a terrible start for these guys.
And that is its yellow flag, yeah.
I was gonna say that was a bad start for Lightning because he dropped from first to fourth, but I'd say Tambar and Diglett got the worst of it.
Yeah. So unfortunate for Diglett. Tambar losing the rear end, spinning, and just nowhere for Diglett to go. Really unfortunate there.
Diglett has lost his front right end plate. Tambar still has his front wing together.
Yeah, let's see the damage. So, yeah, Tampar's still got his front plate. Diglett looks... Oh, he's missing a front end plate. On the right side. Tambar, I don't think he is missing anything, though. I can't quite tell. Is he missing his front left end plate? Anyway.
He might have some side pod damage because he was T-boned.
As you see Carlos Hines and Lightning side by side coming into turn 1. Lightning does have the inside and will keep the place for now. But those hards, yeah, Diglett's coming to pits, but Tambar hasn't. So yeah, he's still fine. Clearly not enough damage to need a pit stop. As the graphics board is all glitched, saying that Carlos is a minute and a half behind Lightning, which we know is not the case.
It's the same thing for Adrian in 8th. He's apparently a minute and 24 seconds behind.
A minute 24? For me, it says a minute 29. Oh, God.
This game,
we love it. It says Diglett is mine. Oh, he's now 1 minute 40 seconds ahead of Tambar, yet behind him on track, apparently. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, Adri out in front in the Williams by a second and a half. He's pulled out a bit of a gap from Jer in the Mercedes.
That's because Jared just did an overtake last lap in this corner on Turtle Hopper.
Gotcha. So Turtle Hopper's had a great start. Let's have a look at the position changes. All of them up 1 spot with Lightning dropping back. I don't know how much that was maybe Lightning having a bad start versus his tyres, you know, the hards just not being as strong as the mediums.
I would say that it was probably due to him getting to the grid really quick, so his tires cooled down real quick since it was the hard tires.
Yeah. Let's see, so yeah, we'll jump off position changes now. Keep an eye on the tyres. Everyone's pretty much in the DRS, so we've got from 3rd down to, well, 2nd down to 7th, all within a second of each other. And yeah, not really catching up at the moment, so definitely a risk from the guys behind. And won't want to have to use up too much of his battery. That's the big thing I'm sure he'll be worried about. I mean, if you're in Jer's shoes here and you're, say, on the back straight, you can feel Turtle Hopper coming along. Do you defend hard, or do you kind of just accept that the DRS is going to take him over and you just kind of fall into line?
Well, if I don't want to use up all of my battery, I would just accept it, let Turtle by. They have DRS and ERS. But he does not. He had enough pace in that Mercedes to stay ahead without using his ERS.
did. Yeah, I'm very surprised by that. And maybe Turtle Hopper didn't want to overtake. You know, being the head of a DRS train is never fun for exactly the same reason. So, might be a case that Turtle Hopper doesn't want to get the overtake done. He's quite happy sitting in behind and letting what will be.
Yeah, maybe. Adri really has pace in that Williams. He's pulling out like a couple of tenths every corner from Jer. Even on the straightaways, he was pulling like a tenth. Oh, and Kachow
Oh,
retires.
Kachow's
What
retired.
happened
Let's
there?
have a look. Oh, he's
Oh,
crashed.
gee.
He's crashed. We saw on board there with Fikir Agent and Tambar. He's lost his back wall, and that is a safety car. That is a full safety car. Now, it's only the 4th lap, so I don't think we'll see any pit stops happening.
No, but however, this is going to benefit Diglett because since he was in that lap 1 crash, he's back up to the grid.
He is back up with the guys, and Adri, all of that work to create that gap, he's now lost it. He is going to have the pack right behind him. He's going to have Jer breathing down his neck. Let's see. Oh, Adri's coming into the pits. Jer's coming into the pits. Turtopper and Lightning aren't. Carlos isn't. Oh, and
He got
Adri's...
a
No.
5-second.
That hurts. Especially with a brand new pit lane. Oh, it looks like Tambar's coming in as well. Yeah, brand new pit lane. It happens to the best of us. Oh. And the worst case scenario, and the worst case thing about it, is it's under a safety car, so you can't serve it. So he is going to have that 5 seconds on his back.
I
And
wonder,
even...
can these guys... Oh, my bad.
No, it's alright. You're saying, can these guys get to the end?
Yes, on the hard tires, because it's nearly 24 laps on these tires.
It's a good question. I mean, the thing is, realistically, we'll have one more lap under the safety car, probably. So we'll be starting again at the start of lap 7. So therefore, you're getting 22 laps. Can you get 22 laps out of the hards? Well, if anyone can, these guys can.
But how much would they have to sacrifice their speed as well?
Yeah. That's a good question. Good stuff, Frosty. You saw that message before me.
Yeah.
There we go, Aiden Jones.
I sent it as soon as I saw his name saying has left the session.
You're much more awake than me.
Even though it's barely 8 in the morning here for me.
So this should be the last lap under safety car. The pack pretty much together now.
Yep. I wonder if Turtle Hopper could get a better jump if he has his tires all warmed up. Since he is going against Lightning, which is still on the hard tires.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how Lightning plays this now, because he won't have an eye on... He'll know that Adrian Jer is his main competition today, but he won't know where they are, what tyres they're on. He just knows that they're not in the top. Well, they're below 4th, he knows that. So he's kind of just, yeah, he's got to race his own race and just hope it falls into place for him, I guess.
I really do wonder if Tambar has side damage from that early contact in the race, early part of the race.
You think maybe side pod damage or something?
Yeah. I forget what does the side pod damage do? Cause drag or
I think so, yeah. I think it slows you down on the straights, I assume, anyway. I guess there's also some aerodynamic damage, so... but I think, yeah, mainly drag. We'll see, though. Didn't seem like a... I know he got kind of shunted into the side of him, but didn't feel like a huge amount of damage. Here we go. Safety car is in. We're on board with Turtle Hopper. And he's gone.
at the last minute.
Right at the last minute.
Let's see how the hard tires hold up. Adri losing positions already off the restart. Go back to 8. Oh, Tambar into the wall. Yes, no damage.
He's no damage. He's kept his position as well. And it looks like Jer has leapfrogged up into 5th position from that restart. A great restart for him. He's definitely in prime position.
Adrian under pressure from Adri. Will he get it into this corner? Yes, he does. Oh, loses it a bit.
As you see, there's no DRS currently at this stage. It's only in the 3rd lap from after a safety car goes in. So we'll have one more lap without DRS before we see it kicking in. So Lightning is going to maybe go for a move down the inside. Turtle gives him room. Oh,
that was close.
That was very close. Turtle losing the back end there. But Lightning does come through on his 7-lap old hard tyres and takes the lead. And we've got Aiden Jones going for a move on Turtop as well. And that's Turtop losing 2 positions in 2 corners. And he drops down to 3rd position with Carlos Hines in close pursuit.
Yep, close to losing a 3rd position.
Tambar falling back a little bit. Diglett, Tambar and Victor Adrian are all falling back. Which means that there's a little bit of a gap forming now from the top 6 down. We see is Carlos Hines going to go for a move. He's going around the outside. He goes very deep.
Go side by side. This could be bad. Nope.
He gets it done. It is done, and DRS has been enabled, which means... Oh, Turtle going for a move. Oh, that was very risky there from Turtle Hopper. I don't know. If he'd made contact there, the stewards would have been straight down his throat. Now, the thing for Jet and Adri, as they're trying to fight their way through the field, is they're very wary that the longer they have Aiden Jones, Carlos Hines and Turtle Hopper between them, the more time they're going to lose on Lightning. And that's assuming that are planning not to go for another pit stop.
Yeah, because otherwise Lining's gonna have to pull like quality laps every lap on these hards just to try to stay ahead or keep up with Adrian Jer.
Hmm.
I wonder if that gap is close enough between Aiden and Carlos that would he make a move on to the inside? No, way too far back.
Yeah, it currently looks like Carlos Sainz is definitely eyeing up a move on Aiden Jones sometime soon.
So is Adri, really close.
AJ as well, yeah. It's going to be interesting. As it stands right now, it looks like AJ's going to get Jer before Jer is able to get Turtle Hopper. AJ's looking for a man who has publicly said he hasn't practiced really at all this week. He's looking incredibly fast.
Look at the speed difference between Jer and Adri.
Is AJ going to go for a move? He is. He shoots it down the inside.
Goes
Jer
wide.
tries to go for a switchback. He does. He goes a bit deep and a bit wide, but he does get the move done. And that moves AJ up to 5th position at the expense of his championship rival, Jer. Let's see. And we've also, whilst we were talking about that, Carlos Sainz has moved up into 2nd position. Hayden Jones with the DRS, but will not be close enough to make a move. Meanwhile, Jer has DRS as well, but again, not close enough to make a move up into 5th position.
Wow, Lightning is really quick. Beat nearly a 3-second gap to Carlos Sainz.
Nearly a 3-second gap, and Adri's moved up to 4th position now as well, making a move on Turtop on the first corner of the
here
lap.
comes Turtle Hopper back at him on the outside.
He is, but he's not close enough, unfortunately, to make a move. That's AJ up to 4th, and he's now got a gap between himself and Jer, which will be huge. We'll give him that little bit of a buffer, which he'll like, as I'm sure now he's eyeing up the Haas in front of him.
Well, Aiden has DRS and he's just stopped using his DRS. I wonder if he's gonna try to go down the inside. He backs out of it.
Oh, Carlos Sainz just losing a bit of grip there. Aiden Jones looking to go for a move. Oh, but backs out smartly.
Yes.
But that does mean that Adri is now right up the backside. And he has 2nd place in his sights. Yeah. Lightning is 4 seconds ahead now.
Wow.
And Jer is going for a move on Turtle Hopper. He has to brake late. Oh, very close to contact. But I think maybe minimal at best is made, and they filter back through, and that is Jer up to 5th position. So we have Lightning in 1st position. Then Carlos Sainz in a McLaren, 4 seconds behind in P2. Aiden Jones, Adri, Jer, Turtle Hopper, Tambar, all within a second of each other down to 7th. Vicar Adrian, 6 seconds down in 8th. Diglett, less than a second behind in 9th. And Kachow, the only DNF so far. As Turtle Hopper goes for a move on Jer and regains the position. Great move. Although he is all out of
DRS.
ERS, yeah.
But he does have DRS. Can he defend into this corner without locking up?
Oh, does
wow.
go for a
Adrian
move.
went wide.
AG went wide. Yeah, he had got the move done on Aiden. He was in P3, but he went wide, and Turtle managing to defend against Jer as well. He's now in 5th position still. All of that meaning that Carlos Sainz has managed to gain just over a second from Aiden. Sitting comfortably in P2, but Adrian now with DRS, and with Aiden Jones flashing the ERS, Adrian's going to go for a move? No, he doesn't go for a move. Not quite close enough. But Aiden Jones is now coming into pits. Here we go. Lap 11. Interesting. So everyone filters up. Turtle Hopper getting attacked by Jer. Keeps it on the inside for turn 1, but Jer therefore has the inside for turn 2. But then Turtle has the inside for turn 3. And he keeps hold of the position.
This battle between him and Turtle Hopper is really not helping him.
Here we go, Jay. Is he going to go for another move around the outside this time with Turtle Hopper? I think he is.
Passed him already.
Yeah, he's passed him already into the braking zone. He's now up to 4th position.
Can Jared close the gap between this sector? No, he cannot. So he's going to be without DRS, while Turtle Hopper does have DRS and ERS. So will he be able to defend against Turtle Hopper?
It's a good question. We'll jump on board with Turtle Hopper. He's definitely not close enough. Not going to be able to get a move done. And with no ERS to play with, that looks like it's going to be Jer's position to keep for the foreseeable future. Tamba now next up in line to hunt down Turtle Hopper. Coming into the first turn, he's already got the inside line. Last late break, he locks up a little bit, but keeps the position, and that is Tambar up to 5th now. Turtle is going to try and fight back, but not really any space or room to do it in.
Tambar just out of the DRS range, so he will regain this position, I think. Meanwhile, Diglett and Adrian are also fighting. Diglett will have DRS as well. He might be able to pull over to the overtake. Both drivers were too far back. Turtle Hopper couldn't pass Tambar.
So yeah, Diglett not getting the move done that lap. But we have got Turtle Hopper still behind Tambar, still wanting to get that position done. And we've got Adri has now closed down. Oh, and that is Diglett getting the move done.
Well, he goes wide.
He goes wide. Adrian's going to try and fight back. Adrian does fight back. But now Diglett's going to fight back again. These two are in a real tussle.
Oh, Aiden went around. He spun out.
Aiden's got... Oh, Aiden spun.
And he has right front wing damage.
He has right front... He's missing... Yeah, he is missing the end plate. That's a shame. He was racing really well as well, Aiden. He was up there.
Real unfortunate.
Very unfortunate to see. Is Adrian going to go for another move on Diglett? He's going to try it, but doesn't have the line. Although Diglett does go wide there. Oh, but then Adrian loses the back end slightly and has to pull out. And that will give Diglett the position. We've got Turtle Hopper behind Tambar with DRS. Tambar not having DRS. But I believe... No, he's not closing the gap, really. That's very interesting. Maybe Tambar using some ERS.
Carlos Hines is really saving his ERS against while fighting against Adri right now. Pretty close. Meanwhile, Lightning is still pulling that gap, nearly 5.5 seconds to Carlos.
We're staying on board with Adri in the Williams, as he's very close to Carlos. And we'll see with the DRS, as it looks like Adrian's regained 7th position from Diglett. Oh, Diglett and Adrian are fighting back. We'll just have a quick look. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Adrian just conceded. I'm not sure what happened there. But we'll see. Adri was not able to get the move done.
Lightning into the pits right now.
Can we show the lap times? We can show the lap times. There we go. As we see, we'll stay on board. So Lightning has pitted for his mediums. That will be his final pit stop before the end of the race. So now the real question is, we'll definitely see Carlos Hines pitting at some point. He hasn't pitted yet. He has his mandatory stop. Turtle Hop will be pitting as well. So it'll be interesting to see Adri, Jer, Tambar pitted during the safety car after lap 4, having on their hards for 12 laps. Can they get 12 more laps out of them? Especially at the pace they're going as well. It does not look like they're doing any sort of tyre management. If I was a guessing man, I would say that they are anticipating another pit stop before the end. Oh, Carlos Hines loses the back end a little bit there.
I just noticed Aiden hasn't gone back into the pits to fix the front wing. He's just gonna finish the race like that. Hopefully gain positions on the people who started on the hards. Who still has a pit stop to go.
Maybe he doesn't feel too much understeer. Or Adrian's going to go for the move now. Carlos Hines protects the inside. Adrian's trying to go around the outside of turn 1. Carlos Hines covers it, but now Adrian... Oh, and there's contact. There's contact between the two of them. Carlos Hines is round. He would not be happy. And throughout all of that, Jer has now jumped ahead of Adri through that incident. He's taken the lead of the race.
I unfortunately did not get to see, get a good view of that incident.
Yeah, fortunately I did. I imagine that's something that's going to go to the steward's office. I'd be surprised if it didn't. But what's done is done. That incident has happened, and whatever results of it are already locked in place. So the only thing you can do now is keep on racing. Adri still fighting for that lead. Carlos Hines, let's see if he has any damage. I don't think he does, fortunately. Or the most some minor damage, but yeah, he's still got his front wing, still got both end plates. Rear wing looks fine. I think he's just probably lost a couple of positions. This is worst case scenario, as it looks like Turtle Hopper.
On as well.
I'm not sure what's happened to Turtle Hopper. He's got some sort of issue and he's going very slowly indeed, which means Lightning has now jumped up to 5th position as we've got a yellow flag.
For a second, I thought he had a malfunction with his wheel or controller because he was stuck in 3rd gear the whole straightaway for some reason.
I think he has got a technical issue. Yeah, I think he has got a technical issue. As we
Yeah, because
see,
he
yeah,
was going full power, but it was it stuck at like 20 at well, sorry, I have MPH on at like 40 miles per hour.
yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but he has come back out, so we'll just stay on board with him, see how it sounds. Sounds fine now. Hopefully he's resolved whatever technical issue he had. It's interesting to see that Diglett and Turtle have gone into the softs. Carlos Hines has put on a fresh set of hards. I'm not sure why that's the case. But anyway, as it stands, Jer currently in the lead. Is Adju going to go for a move? Not quite close enough this lap to get a move done, unfortunately. But I mean, realistically, if you've got Adju's got a 5 second, we'll probably get some sort of penalty for that Carlos Hines incident. If I was to guess, I don't want to influence any stewards, but looked pretty clear as he goes for a move.
Oh
Oh, and he's gone
wow,
very deep.
that
Desperate
was
for that
very
P1.
close.
That was a bit of a reckless kamikaze, that. So Jer keeps P1. He's pretty safe from P1. I mean, that 5 second penalty as well. Hedgie knows he needs to get the move done as early as possible and give himself as much time as he can to try and get a 5 second gap from everyone behind him. I mean, realistically, Tambar is in a provisional P2, which is a phenomenal result. And with Lightning, I guess currently in P3 or thereabouts, he's on the boundary of it. We could see a double Aston Martin podium, which would be great news for them.
With the speed Lightning has, I'm pretty sure he will cut the gap and get on the podium.
Yeah, you'd think realistically he's got fresh mediums on as well. He's going to be quicker than Tambar.
Yeah, and the speed he had on the hards will
Yeah.
only be much faster on the mediums.
If you're Tambar, you probably let him go here and just say, drive into the wind, my friend. Chase them down. He's not eager to do it though, interestingly.
Oh, he
Some
locked up into that
lockups.
corner.
Big lockups there.
I wonder if Tambor's gonna let him go or not. But still gets by.
Still gets by anyway. As we
So
see,
oh,
we've got Turtle Hop in the Ferrari, closing in on Adrian. Goes for a move around the outside, using lots of ERS and DRS. But Adrian, also on brand new softs, is going to fight back. These two going side by side. Adrian keeps hold of the move for now. Big fight for, I mean, 8th and 9th is a lot of points. So, still lots to fight over for these guys. Turtle Hop now going for the inside move and gets it
Adri's getting
done.
by Jared right now. He backs out of the move.
Still fighting for it.
Jared did get a bit loose in that section corner. That has really benefited Lightning, though. He is already under 2 seconds to these guys up front. Is Adri gonna send another one down the inside? It's out of the move. However, here comes Lightning. Right behind them.
Lightning's going to want to get these moves done quickly. make the most of his medium tyres.
You for sure will get it done down the straight. Oh, that's another contact with Jared and Adri. Cost Jared his first place.
It does. That's another incident. I'm sure we'll go to the stewards. What it does mean though is that Edge is currently leading the race, but Lightning, with his 5 lap old mediums, hunting him down, going for a move down the inside, and getting the move done. Hard to see anyone catching the Aston Martin driver now.
Now the thing is, will Adri just stay behind them, hopefully pulling away from his teammate to keep P2?
Jumping on board with Turtle Hopper in the Ferrari. Going for a move on Aiden Jones through the very far Sector 1. Wow, what a move. That was incredible. I don't know how he got a move done there without making any sort of incident between the two of them. Great stuff. And with that move done, yeah, Aiden's not going to be catching him anytime soon. With his older hard tyres. Seeing some gaps being created. I guess the big thing is now for Adri, he needs to make sure he creates a big enough, as much of a gap as possible. As it stands, what are we saying, 8 seconds. He's currently P4 comfortably, so we've got Carlos Sainz is 10 seconds behind there. But yeah, he's going to want to build as much of a gap as possible from Jer. Try and hopefully create enough of a buffer so that any potential penalties that come his way won't be enough to knock him off the podium.
But seeing how Lightning already pulled away from Adri, without any help, I think that's it. He will fall back to around fourth. He will lose this podium, unfortunately.
Now it looks like the only real battle at the moment is Turtle Hopper. Few tenths behind Diglett. Not close enough this lap to go for a move down the long straight. Oh, Adrian's got a move done on Aiden Jones. I didn't even see that. They were close. There we go. Adrian up to 8th position now with only a few laps to go. And in this race. We've got Diglett. So Turtle Hopper's got the move down on Diglett. Again, we've got Adrian also still behind. So it's the bottom four who are the only ones really competing at the moment. The rest of the drivers have kind of confirmed their positions for now. It looks like Diglett's got a move done on Turtle Hopper. He's back up to 6th. Adrian's trying to go for a move around the outside of Aiden Jones. Can he make it stick? He can, as he does get the inside of the next corner. Aiden Jones will try and fight back. Or potential little bit of contact there. Aiden Jones will have DRS though, and does have a slightly better exit. So this move should be his. Yeah, comfortably got the pace advantage. Adrian does have the inside though, so will have the right to fight back, and does fight back, and Aiden Jones cannot keep the position for now.
Sorry to leave you there for a moment, Chair.
It's alright. As we see Turtle Up and Diglett just fighting each other back and forth, and Aiden Jones and Adrian also fighting each other back and forth. These two pairs just can't seem to hold on to their positions.
Ambar is trying really hard to stay within that 5-second gap to Adri. He's locking up into pretty much every corner right now. Ooh, and he gets a 3-second time penalty hit himself.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that.
Very unfortunate for him. Oh, Tambar nearly loses the car in turn 7.
Keep it steady, Tambar. He's got his 3-second penalty, which will definitely relegate him at least to P3 as it stands. A few laps to go. Still got Diglett fighting Aiden Jones, or Turtle Hopper, sorry, I should say. Goes for another move down the inside, gets it done comfortably once again.
Adrian is getting close to Aiden as well.
Yeah, Adrian and Aiden Jones also fighting each other relentlessly. They just cannot let
Finally,
it down.
Lightning, wow, what is wrong with me? Lightning currently holds the fastest lap, a minute 29.9.
He does. He does hold the fastest lap, and I can't see anyone taking it off him right now. Especially looking at the laps. I mean, we've got Carlos Hines, I think, is now going to probably go for the fastest lap, which is interesting. He comes out relatively comfortably in 5th position. A few seconds ahead of Diglett. So we'll have the opportunity of the fastest lap. So we'll stick on board. We're keeping an eye on Turtle and Adrian, but we'll stay on board with Carlos Hines. See if for the last lap of the race he's able to take those 2 extra points we have in PRL for the fastest lap off of Lightning. So 1:29.979 he's trying to beat. So as it stands, we're currently got Lightning winning the race. Jer currently... Oh, it's going to be close. He's definitely going to be ahead of Adri. Oh, no, he might not, actually. I can't do the math. It's going to be close, either way. Tambar's definitely going to be jumping ahead of Adri. Whether Jer is second or third, or fourth, I have no idea. He's definitely not ahead of Adri as it stands. But he's ahead of Tambar, so he's... But then if Tambar is ahead of...
That means Jared would be provisional P2 with those incidents AG was involved in.
So he wouldn't be ahead of... I have no idea what's going on. Well, we'll see. So Carlos Sainz comes through for the final lap of the race. See if he can get those extra 2 bonus points. We should also check in. Looks like the Turtle Hopper Diglett fight and the... Oh, speaking of the devil, Turtle Hopper goes for a move down the inside.
Oh, that was
and they're
close.
Still side by side. Oh, Diglett's holding on, is he? He is holding on. We should see, though, Lightning coming across the line, imperious form to win the Premier Tier race here in Miami. Adri will come through to cross the line. He does have 8 seconds of penalties. For now, he is P2. We'll see how this works. Tambar's gone really wide.
He has a puncture.
He has a puncture.
No.
Oh no, that's going to massively impact him. That's lost his podium as he crosses the line in P4. Oh no, Tambar. So unlucky. He drove brilliantly today. Really Carlos Sainz. That's so unfortunate. Carlos Sainz comes around the last corner. Will he get the extra 2 bonus points? Crosses the line now. He does.
Wow.
Smashes it by a second and a half. Easy light work. Diglett comes across. He will hold on to P6. Turtle for P7. Aiden Jones able to hold off Adrian in P8. Adrian P9. And Kachow, our only DNF, in P10. Well, as much as it's gutting for Tambar, his little puncture at the end does mean that your prediction was absolutely spot on, Frosty. So, congratulations, you did get the top 3. We have a Lightning,
wow, I forgot.
Lightning, Adri, and Jer on the podium today. Currently in that order, pending Steward. Inquiries into some incidents, which I imagine will be reported.
Definitely.
And that is a lovely boost of points for the Aston Martin team. I mean, Lightning is currently a reserve, if I'm not mistaken. So, as it stands, it won't jump him up in the leaderboard, but it will boost Aston Martin massively, which is what they love to see. Williams should be still ahead in the Constructors, though. Kachow, although he did DNF, it wasn't by his own means. It was a racing incident, so he will get some points compensation. And Adri, as it stands in P2, will also be getting a hefty load of points. So, Williams are all good. Jer, I imagine, will still be in the lead of the championship. He was 33 points ahead at the start of the race. And yeah, as I said, with Lightning not in the current full-time seat, he's not any risk. It's just Adri. So, yeah, Jer still leading the championship after today. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on that, Frosty? How was it for you?
It was a pretty exciting race. Incidents left and right, though, which probably is making these drivers upset. Unfortunate for Adri, who was involved in 2 of those.
Yes. But there we have it. That was your Premier League race. I'll drop you off now as Frosty needs to go and race in Tier 1. Join us very, very, very soon with Matty, who will be commentating the Tier 1 race. And with all that, we'll bid you farewell. Goodbye.